Hi, my name is Sherelle and I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I wanted to share with you my website and why I created a fictitious charity called Adopt a Senior. Right now in Canada, we are in lockdown, and there are a lot of personal restrictions about where you can go and people you can see. So I wanted to create a charity that addressed the social isolation of the seniors in our society. So first of all, I wanted to show you my XD design. You can see just the typical desktop design on the left and then the responsive on the right. I spent quite a bit of time finding and creating vector images and carefully choosing images that I felt like would create sympathy. And I wanted also to create a color scheme that I felt like was popular and appealed to my target audience, which was most likely going to be women middle-aged to approaching their senior years. And I have a background in design and up until this class, absolutely no experience in coding. And so I had all of these grand ideas, and having only had experience working with static designs, I thought that this would go a little bit easier than what I planned. So here's the planned site, and this was a lot of work, like I said, just to resize the images, choose the fonts, carefully select all of the vector images. They had to be resized properly as well. And this I'll bring up. Uh, okay, and this is my page, so let's get to that. Okay, so you can see with the first page, in my mind's eye, what I wanted to do was have a section that would be full width. And because this was my first go at it, I created something a little bit different. In the end, I was quite happy with this, but it was different than what I anticipated. So if I were to do this again, I would probably use the full width section. Another thing I wanted to have was my logo floating over top. I did a little bit of research and I found some CSS so that I could float it over top, but it didn't work perfectly. And when I tried it in different responsive screens, it was just all over the place. So that's something that in the future, now that I have a few basics down in HTML and CSS, I would like to really learn how to make sites more responsive, and obviously that's really important right now. I was really happy with my color scheme. I did choose to use relative values in my code so that the H1 and the H2s and the fonts would resize. I had to work really carefully to get the text to align with the icons, and I'm fairly happy with this. I didn't end up using a grid system. I think if I were to do it again, I probably would, but um, these were just actually sized, or sorry, aligned using padding. This image, I tried to make it really small so that my site would load fast, and it's very pixely. So I wasn't happy with that either, but for first try, I accepted it. Another thing with these vector images is this one is slightly bigger than the other two, so it did uh, push down my text here. So in future, I would probably be a little bit more careful about ensuring that they're the absolute same size. Thanks.